Welcome back to my channel. I thought for the start of a new year, what would be better than getting a new accordion? So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to take the sound sets that Roland provides and then create an entirely new sound for the FR-1x. So sit back and let's do a new year and a new accordion. So first thing we're going to have to do is go out and download the sound sets from Roland if you haven't already done so. You're looking for roland.com/us/support, and you guys can read the rest of that, byproducts, FR-1x, updates. You can do the search. But anyway, this is the important page that you're looking for, and we're going to come down to the FR-1x. Now here's the set editor. If you don't already have the set editor, you should get that also. It's a Java executable, and you really need that to do anything we're going to do. So if you haven't already done that, you need that. There are two memory locations for expansion kits in the Roland. We're going to use the Alpine in this demonstration, the Alpine and the Orchestral. So you would simply need to click on that and wait for it to register. You click agree and click download. And you're going to do the same thing for the Orchestral. Once it's downloaded, you need to expand it. As you can see on my screen, I have the Orchestral and the Alpine in zip format. That's what it's downloaded as. And I expanded it. We have the sound sets, which are the BI3 extensions. So that's what we're going to put into the accordion, but we'll do that a little later. First thing we're going to do is actually create our new accordion in the software. You don't actually have to install this to create the new sound sets that you want. So for us to start, let's go back, and you'll see I also have the Java file, which will allow me to create this. Now, let me open that and we can talk about what we're going to do here. Okay, when you open it, everything in here is the classic accordion. So for example, in the accordion section, we have, we only have this reed, the 16-foot reed in the bassoon, is the only one that's there. But you'll see it's a classic accordion. We want a new accordion. So we're going to pick a new style. And I don't know, I'm in the Northeast and we're getting some snow here. So I'm kind of in an alpine state of mind, we'll say. So that being said, I am looking more for an alpine type accordion, but I want something a little different. So for example, if we go down through here, we can pick any of these accordions. Okay. So we can do pretty much anything. Okay. We will have had the Alpine in there, but I think I am looking for something more with a Heligon style bass sound. Okay, so Heligon, for those of you who don't know, it is going to be like a little deeper bass sound on there. So, and I'm probably going to say this incorrectly, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm going to try the Steirische Accordion. I've heard it. Alec Meinster says it a little differently. I've heard it pronounced a number of different ways on the internet, but we're going to actually pick that type of accordion for all of our treble. So we're going to take the treble and the bass. Primarily the bass is what I'm looking for here, but we're going to take that type of accordion. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our orchestral sounds. Now we're going to leave the orchestral bass and chord sounds alone. I happen to like that particular one. And since I'm putting this in my accordion, I'm going to do that. You get to put whatever you want in your accordion. So this is actually going to be a little bit tedious here. So I will begin, go through the edits, and I will cut the video so it's not so long once I show you what we're doing. We go into the edit, and I'm not going to change any of the reeds. So the bassoon reed, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm simply going to change the type of accordion. So I'm going to come in here, take the Steirisch. I'm going to leave the volume. I mean, if you want to play with the volume also, you know, that's completely up to you. It's a new year. It's a new accordion. You get to do whatever you want. I'm just going to leave all of the volumes as standard. I also want to change the valve noise. My bifocals are failing me here. So we're now done with the bassoon reed. I'm going to save it. Operation save. Then go to the next reed. Okay. We have the 16 and the 8 on. We're going to change that to the Steirische. And the 8 also. And the valve noise. And save that. We're going to continue this for all of these. So I'm going to cut the video and just show you the last one, but we're going to go through each and every one of these, or I will. And now, through the magic of computers, we're down to the last treble switch. So we're going to change that one also. And hopefully you've understood all of that. Pretty simple. It's now saved. Our treble registers are all to the type of accordion that we want. The one I've chosen, and it could be whatever you want. All right, for the bass, I'm going to go in and we're going to do the exact same thing here. We're going to come in and we are going to change these. And I'm going to make sure that all the volumes that are turned on are going to be standard. So we want that, and this one, this one, and we're also going to change the the volume. I want it to be standard because I just want to, you know, I just want you to see this. You can change this to whatever you want. I'm going to have the button noise and the growl to also Steirische. Okay, we're going to leave the bellow detunes as standard. So there's our first edit. Please don't forget to save it. If you don't save, you can't go to the next register. So they've made this software a little bit smart anyway. So we save it, operation complete. We're going to go to the next register. We're going to do the same thing. Right now, this is the only one we have. So that's the only one you have to change because that's the only one turned on. And change this and this. And the volume is standard. Save it. And it's the exact same process. I'll be back with the last one. And now, as before, we are now on the last register. And again, they're all the same, but I just wanted to show you the last one, which I don't really ever use because I don't like that high pitch, but we're going to continue it anyway. Standard. And we have now taken care of the accordion, the actual accordion style. So now I have a brand new accordion. I'm also going to change the orchestral because also in a horn section and saxophone and so on. So I actually like that type of style with an accordion. So we're going to go in and we're going to change the orchestral registers. Now, again, we can do anything we want in this software because it's not in the accordion. So it doesn't matter if we have the stuff in there until we actually load it. If you don't have it loaded, it's not going to work for you. But that's a future us problem. Let's continue our edits. So I have a list, which obviously I've put up over here for us to go through. And there are so many sounds that you can pick. You can pick any of the orchestral sounds that you like. You know, I've said this over and over. Okay, it's your accordion. You get to make it sound the way you want it to sound. That's what's important, that you like the accordion. So for me, these are the sounds, at least in 2024, the beginning of it, the sounds I want to hear when I am playing. So let's go in and do the edit. So we're going to start with, and I've numbered them over here so we can see. And I'll tell you how I picked these. If you go into the list, and we're just going to do this. When you start, I started from the top, and quite honestly, this has taken a lot of time to go through these because you have to pick it, you have to put it into software, you have to put the software into the accordion, and then you have to listen to it and go, do I like that or not? So this part takes a lot of time unless someone else has done it for you and you are going to try theirs. So for me, the way I did this, I started at the top and I'm going to come down through the list, picking the ones that I like. And you can see them over here. And again, we're just going to take the sounds. We're not going to do anything. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to show you how to pick these. We'll cut to the end and, you know, we'll go from there. So I will edit the video so it's not so long. But to start, the very first thing I like, the sound I like, is a harmonica. I mean, I really like that sound when I'm playing something like, for example, Folsom City. I think we're going to put the octaves to 0 and the volume to standard, just changing those for everything. So again, everything on an even playing field. Okay, so we say save. That's saved. All right, we're now at the next register. What do I want? I'm going to put a trombone in here. So you could start at the top, which is what I did, and come down until you get to trombone, which is really pretty far down here, but that's actually the second one I'm going to take. And there is trombone. I'm actually going to come in for the saxophones because I enjoy those sounds also. So take trombone, 0, volume standard, save it. We're just going to continue this through the other ones. So next register. As with the magic of editing, I'm going to my last register and I am going to select another tenor sax. Everything's set. Save. And we are now done with our edits. I will let you know that for over half of these, you're going to see this attention. You need the right expansion installed on your instrument. Yes, we know that, and we're going to put those in. So we're going to create the set file. Okay, it's telling us we need to select a set from 0 to 999. I don't know, what number do we feel like putting in? Let's put something in. I'm just going to pick 16. So 016 is what I'm going to call this file, and I'm going to save it. That is the file. You can see that it showed up over here. That is the file that I am actually going to put into my accordion. We need a flash drive that we're going to use. So let me close out of this, and I will come back with a clean flash drive and show you what we need to copy. I've stopped sharing my screen because I actually wanted to talk to you about something here. This is a flash drive that you've seen me use in countless videos. Well, it finally died on me. I knew it was going. It has gone. What I have is a new flash drive that I'm going to use. This one is one I picked up at Walmart. It's a SanDisk. It's an 8 gig. It was only a few bucks. So first thing I want to do is I'm actually going to put the flash drive in. I'm going to go back. I'm going to put it in. You're going to see it appear. I'm actually going to format it. Now, this is only an 8 gig. So if you're interested in formatting and how to do a larger one, I have videos out on that and actually how to get any flash drive to work for it. I am now back. I am just plugging the flash drive in. It's going to appear over here, USB flash drive. I am going to format this, and I'm going to call, I don't want it NTFS. If you look at my other videos, NTFS will not work. Will not work for that. I need FAT32. FAT32, or the Roland will not read it. All right, so I'm going to put a label on here. I'm just going to call it Roland and start the format. I'll do a quick format. Yes, no, I don't care. This is a new flash drive. And format is now complete. I can close this. Let me open it in a new window. So if I open this in a new window, I have this. Well, let me change sizes so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is the Roland. This is what we have worked on. Now, obviously, I need the new sound sets. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it onto the Roland. Great. Everything is wonderful. Now, if we haven't added our expansion kits, if you already have your expansion, the Orchestral and the Alpine installed, you don't need to reinstall it. It will find its location and everything will be fine. But I'm assuming we don't have those. So we need to copy the Alpine set for the FR-1x. So that is the 001, and it's the file extension BI3. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to place that onto the Roland flash drive. We also need the Orchestral. So again, we'll go down through. We want the 003.bi3, and we're going to copy that and place that over here. Now, the way we're going to do this, we're going to put the Alpine in memory location 1 and the Orchestral in memory location 2. You can put them, you can mix and match, and it will be fine. They've also included here, if you look at this, they've also included different sets for you if you wanted to use those. But anyway, the video is all about what we've done and how we're going to get it to work. All right, that being said, my flash drive is now set. Please don't just pull it out. If you pull it out, you run the risk of corrupting the data, and you will have to reformat your disk or your flash drive if that occurs. Simply right-click and say eject. When you do that, it's now safe to take it out. It went away. So now I'm going to switch cameras and we're going to install this. I am back now with my flash drive and with a different camera angle so you can see exactly what we're doing. Okay, again, put the flash drive in before you turn the computer, before you turn the accordion on. Turn the power on. Familiar sight. It comes up. We need to install the sounds. So to do that, I'm going to hold the set switch until I get into the parameter list. I'm now into the parameter list, and to load sound sets, that you're looking for the SND. That happens to be, if you can't tell, I've done this a few times. It's 40 clicks in. Okay, so you're going to go to the user, or it's marked user here, but it's a registry, number 4, and hit it 40 times. 6, 37, 38, 39, 40. And there is sound. Now we're going to press registry button 2, and it's going to say which one do you want. Now, if you remember, there are only 2 sound sets here. We have 1 and 3. Okay, we're going to put sound set 1, which is the Alpine, in 1. So with it selected, we hit enter. It's now saying, where do you want to put it? You can put it in 1 or 2. And that's all you have, 1 and 2. We're going to put it in 1. You hit enter. Now, it's loading all of the sound. So this is going to take a little bit, probably about a minute. As you can see, that finished and said done. Now we need to load the orchestral expansion kit. So again, press and hold. And when you do, it's actually still at the sound. So we don't have to go the 40 clicks again. So we go to tab 2. We don't want 1, we've just loaded 1. We want 3. So we hit the user program or the enter button. Where do we want to put it? We don't want to put it in 1 because that's where we just put the Alpine. We want to put it in 2. And we hit enter. Again, it's going to say load. It's going to come back to done. As you can see, it has finished. And we're now back. All we have to do now is load our user set. Now, again, I've done this a number of times. You want to get in to the parameter list, so you press and hold. If you've turned your accordion off and you've turned it back on, to get to the user sets, it's 37 clicks. Okay, but we're already at sound, so that's 40. So we want to go up, not back down. So we're going to hit number 3 to go up to the 37th one. So 1, 2, 3, and there we are. UST. Okay, we only have one in there. You know, we can hit other switches, but it's not going to do anything because we only have that 016 that we saved. So we do that, we hit the user program or enter, and now it's saying which one do we want to put it in. Now you actually have 4 that you could put it in. All we have to do is decide which one we want to put it in. Well, it's a new year, we're going to put it in 1. So we go, okay, U1 is selected. It's loading. This is very quick, and it's done. And there we are. Now, I'm going to again switch camera angles, and we're going to listen to this. But just for those of you who are new to this, how do you get into the user? How do you change your accordions? If you hit the set, it's right now it says U1. If you hit like 1-1, that's the concerto. You can switch 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 3-1. If we want U1, we simply hit this and we're at U1. If you wanted U2, you would continue down that trail. Anyway, we're going to come back and we're going to see what our new year, new accordion sounds like. I'm back. I've just turned the accordion on, and it is, you know, standard accordion, the turn on set. Standard set. I want to go to the sound set that we've actually created because that's the quote new accordion for the new year. So set switch, register 4, it says U1. I am now in the new accordion. So has a little bit of a different bass sound, little bit different accordion. Now the real key here is the orchestral sounds. So I'm going to go to the orchestral sounds, and we're in 1A. So that should be the harmonica. I like that sound. That's great if I'm playing something like Folsom City. B, trombone. C is an alto sax. 1D is now a tenor sax. Now interesting here, 2A is that tenor sax that we put in. So this is, it's again a tenor sax, but it's different than the other tenor sax. And if you remember, we also put a tenor sax in 4D. So I'm actually not going to go through all of these. 2B is a clarinet, and you can do that on your own time. So if you've enjoyed this video, so please hit the like and subscribe, and let me go back to the harmonica and keep playing.